Good evening, good evening. I happen to find myself in the forest of Link, and I'm just hopping my way around, Link, what I'm saying? This is what Dark Link does best. He searches for more. You know what? He doesn't need this. He doesn't need this because he doesn't search for Koroks. He's here to hunt. Yes. Yeah, ladies and people, he's here to hunt. Alright? And we're gonna discuss about the new Zelda game. It's gonna, it's inevitable. Is it going to happen now? And I just gonna have my 2 cents on what I think, what I saw, what I know, and what I know is, I think, look, I like the trailer. I think when I saw the new mechanics about, you could stick this, you could stick whatever, what is it called? The construct, or I forgot the tribe's names, or not tribe, they're like the new guardian machines things, the conines, and they even have a conine forest. Let me see if I could find it. I was thinking of taking us to, speaking of forest, I'm trying to look for some lost kids, because I was just thinking how cool it'd be for the next game if they had lost kids in this game, like they're like walking around, and then the minute you enter it, because there's a lot of forest, in this Hyrule. It's like covers so much. And I was thinking, how interesting would it be if you enter one of them, right, and then the skull kids appear from the trees or whatever direction, and if you get near them, they just scurry away, and then you gotta get away from them. They don't like any intruders, sort of like the Lionels we've seen in the trailer. The Lionels, what if they have their own little community? They have nice Lionels this time, where they're not trying to kill you, they're like in a family. Maybe they're the new species, besides the Gorons and the Zona. There it was, the Zonine. Besides Zorals, Gorons, and the Gerudos, they could be the new, they could be the new race. Interesting. And we're getting the Koroks back, and I'm happy. Where's that dang school kid at? Gonna get him! Anyway, it'd be cool, I've seen him somewhere. He tricked me for that leprechaun gold, man. What is that? Is this a trap? What if they have traps in the next game where you wander in the trees and you can get caught by the trap, That'd be cool. But you know what? The thing made Breath of the Wild unique is, like, if you wanted to go into, say, a tree, wilderness like this forest, I don't remember the name. You could, and if you want to cut down the trees, say you want to get your master sword ready, you want to cut down the trees, you can cut out all the trees you want. Smokey the Bear ain't gonna be here to stop you. He's not going to. If anything, he's gonna have to run away. He's gonna have to evade the situation, because he'd be scared. Cut down all these trees, man. That's what made it fun. I don't know, just something funny to do, I mean, yes, you could get flint and then wood and make fire, but this was much better to do. Now we're on our way to the let me see if I can find the forest. Let's see. Somewhere here. We're gonna just fly up and then try to head south of the forest. Yeah, we might have the same, little soundtracks, like, when I noticed a little slight difference when you go onto the map in the new game. There's a bit of a different noise, when you move around the navigation to kind of mark where you're going in your waypoint. There's a different noise to it, and I'm interested in finding out what that noise is. Maybe that is hinting the boss fight, Now, I want to. Okay, what the deal with this bozo right here, right then? Yeah. giant goblin, man. You gotta avoid them. I don't like those goblins. They appear all the time. But, you know, they don't mess with Link. This form of Link is impressive. You know, we're gonna fly away. We're gonna navigate ourselves out of here. We're gonna see the Zoinine Forest. We're gonna find for some constructs. Breath of the Wild is good for. This game is great. You know, it's a revolutionary Zelda game. You know, it's very good indeed. You know, and I was just thinking, oh, it got me. Thank goodness. Did you see how I got revived because of one of the champions? Climbing. I think some of these, even you've noticed. That's interesting. Let's take a picture of this beauty. Let's go. No, that's not a picture. It is, okay, you notice right here. It's one of the Zoinine statues. Thinking that Tears of the Kingdom is actually, you can use a flamethrower that resembles that symbol. That's pretty unique, very detailed. Cut this tree. No, I can't cut this tree. Just wasting my stamina. They're cutting a tree that can be cut. But yeah, I'm guessing this is part of the Zoinine Forest, and I'm wondering if in the next game you're gonna encounter Zoinine, you know, doing their thing, you know, making a bonfire, you know, inviting you to their kumbaya. But the thing I'm curious to know is, you know, if we get good dungeons, I'm hoping they're the best dungeons in the game, you know. And if for Lake Hylian, I hope Lake Hylian is more than just going to a long bridge. I hope there's underwater exploration, so you can find a dungeon under there that's, you know, a water thing, you know. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, look at this Zoinine Forest. The dungeons, like, you know, every Zelda game has some good dungeons, but I want this Tears of the Kingdom to have the best dungeons ever. You know, bigger, more harder, more funner, you know, to go through. You know, especially with the ascend ability. You know, if you're stuck somewhere that's filled with lava, you can ascend up to part of the ceiling where it's hollow, you know, and then let's say that part of it falls and you can jump, you know. And it's just so much going on with all your abilities that you have. And that's something that would be unique. And then how about, you know, maybe some, besides the Lazaros and the octopus, how about we get more enemies, you know, underwater, like Majora's Mask. We got the dry bones, you know. That'd be interesting stuff. Hoping, you know, add that. And you know what we're gonna get, you know, this game's gonna feel a lot like Breath of the Wild, but it's gonna feel much better, you know. It's not gonna feel, it's gonna feel more creative. Whatever you destroy of the construct, you destroy it, you get whatever it has, you trade it in to you know, the crane machine, you know. You get, like, you know, not the little homies, you know, little toys, you know, in the little quarter machines, but you get more, you get something else. You get maybe a fan, you know, a rocket, who knows, maybe you'll get some underwater swimsuit stuff, man, so we can get underwater, explore the depths of Hyrule is what will be interesting to do, to explore some Hyrule in there. You know, that is what might happen. Let's see if I could find some of that. Sorry guys, I had earlier when I was preparing my coffee, and if you guys, whatever you're watching this video, I hope that your coffee or whatever you're eating, I hope it's the best thing you ever had, you know. But man, when I was enjoying my coffee, I played this game, and if my guys not might believe it, but playing as Evil Link, I spotted what seemed to be a leprechaun. Now I tried to capture it, and he gave me the 3 wishes, but it just flew, you know. It maybe went into some of the burrows, and I'm trying to look for it. It could have been a fairy, you know. Could have been a giant fairy that then maybe its skin got burned, and then it looks like a fairy. I mean, a leprechaun. And then somehow it found green, and he was trying to mimic Link. And then I saw it as a leprechaun, you know. But yeah, I've been in these forests, man. But yeah, jokes aside, for the next game, I would love to see stuff like that, like skull kids in the forest, maybe some evil Koroks, you know, that they'll attack you, and they're friends with the evil skull kids, you know. I mean, a cool Majora's Mask type of villain as well in the forest, that'd be dope for the next game, you know. And for the Gorons, I would love to see like an underwater hometown like they had in Ocarina. Instead of it being in the very top surface of the volcano, how about you have it like under, that would look like a dungeon, right? And it's under the volcano, and in the top of it you can see the opening. If you climb it at the top, if you use the ascend ability, right, and you evade the lava, and then there's like treasures up there, because in this game you meet your death if you fall down, and you have that giant what it was, a dungeon, the lizard dungeon on top of there chilling, you know. But it was okay, it wasn't that good. I just felt like they could do more for the for the Death Mountain. They could have it like like the hometown, like right here, for example. And when we zoom in right here, you know how the hometown or their city is right here. What about making it in the inside of the volcano, right? Like maybe the very bottom part. And that way, when you're climbing, it's like the very underground of the volcano. You know, you can buy your shops there, whatever upgrades you're gonna have. You can buy your shops. You can buy, you know, the shield. You can make, who knows, maybe a lava sword, like as powerful as the master sword. You know, you could do stuff like that. You can go under there, and then they'll be like, hey, who are you? Oh, you are Link. Alright, I heard about it, that you are one of the guys, the Hylians that are going to save our world. And then you go under there, and you go explore the bottom area, and then they have an area where you can get to the top. So that's sort of like Ocarina, where you saw them rolling down like this line, a big spiral, and they have something like that, but you can get to the top, and it has an exit, and then you end up in the top part of the volcano, and you can walk, you know. That would be awesome. You know, I did like the Death Mountain. It's my favorite part of any Zelda game. It's better than Terminal Mountain. They didn't have lava, it just had poison with the scrubs. I didn't like the scrubs. But the Zonine Kingdom, or the water species, those are cool. You know, I like them, but like I said, the same thing with the Gorons. I think it'd be cool for the next game to have them under the water. You know, when you have to swim under the water, let's say there's a new ability, you swim under the water, and you can end up with the Zonons, and they're under the water. So they have waterfalls that you can go down in different underwater locations for their house, for different parts of their house where they, you know. I would think that would make them more of a race of fishes, or whatever they're called. You know. Yeah. That's my 2 cents on that one. Oh, we got a visitor. Look, he's scared to be. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. Just walking around, okay? I mean, if you had maybe a couple of baits I could, you know, use to get that leprechaun, then I would probably have to, you know, take it away from you. But no, I'm not gonna do that, okay? Link does not do that. But we forget he's not Link. He is Dark Link. But yeah, you know, man, the Zonine Forest in the next game is gonna be awesome. Awesome, I tell you what. I'm curious to know what is gonna be the difference. What's gonna differentiate the surface from here. I heard we're gonna start off in the surface. Not the surface. The flying islands, the sky islands, and then I know we're not gonna have loft wings, the birds, but I do see how we're gonna kind of navigate through the top of the machine, and we're gonna have to find a way to get through it with the construct. I think that's gonna be unique. It's gonna start off great. It's gonna be fun, you know. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the game to come out, and just the fact that you can use a shield and stuff like that for your enemies, like a bomb and all that, and then they brought that back to bomb flowers. That's gonna be very interesting. See what happens. Kirsten also know, like, we have Ganondorf back. The antagonist, one of the best evil antagonists of any video game series. I'm curious to know if he's gonna help out his Gerudo buddies. And, you know, I don't know, but, yeah, so we'll have Korok's back, which is good. But now, one thing that I'm thinking about is, that I've noticed, is Link was having like a carriage taking people. Are you going to be able to do errands? Like, are you going to be able to deliver milk to this location, to this other village, you know, different areas of the game? Is it going to be like that, you know? Are you going to be able to guide people to this location? You know, I'm hoping there's more collectibles, and then there's more to do than that, you know? You know, you can deliver like a, let's say one of the farmers' horses is sick, right? You can deliver a elixir, or something like, you know, like something that'll heal a horse, something powerful that he could drink, you know, and they have to deliver to one of the villages. You know, I think that would be really interesting. You know, that would be more exciting than having to do all the shrines, because to be honest with you, I did not like much of the shrines. And I know we're gonna have more enemies. Yeah, I'm hoping for more enemies. From what I've seen, it looks promising, but I'm not a fan of the shrines. I'd rather get the 800 right now. As you could tell, I don't have 800. I have probably like, I don't know how much. I have like maybe 78 of the Korok seeds, but I prefer doing that more because I have more fun doing the puzzles. But the shrines, even though they're somewhat like puzzles, like, they were not exciting. I literally went through the 120 shrines, not really enjoying it, because it was just like, why, you know, just they're just the bootleg version of dungeons. Okay, I'm gonna say it right now, and yeah, but that's what I gotta say. You know, it was fun. It's fun, you guys coming along for the ride, and kumbaya, and I'll see you, man. I'll see you, fellas.